I mean, and that's what you want to instill in him right now. The joy of school and the joy of learning and the joy of becoming something. And you're taking that away from him when you don't get him there. Cause number 78157D in the interest of Nayeli Roberson, and cause number 98521D in the interest of Angel Ramos. We are here today set for our final trial in both of these cases. We are conducting this through Zoom under a finding of good cause and agreement of the parties. We are live streaming, and Ms. Taylor is making our record. All right, we'll go ahead and take announcements.
Daniel Trial for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. We're present, ready on.
Lauren Lucero on behalf of the mother, Jessica Roberson, Your Honor, we're present, ready.
Stacy Zavala on behalf of the children.
Melissa Limas with CASA.
Okay, thank y'all. All right, Mr. Trout, I know we had a bench conference, and what's the final word on this?
So, Your Honor, due to the conversation in the bench conference between the parties and sharing of information with the court of what's going on and where concerns are, after that meeting, the department will dismiss out on Angel Ramos's case. And then as far as Nayeli Roberson's case, we would non-suit on that case. There are prior orders in that case, and so we would non-suit out and let those prior orders go back into effect as to Nayeli.
Guys, today we're diving into how missing school quietly chips away at a child's future. The judge sets the emotional tone immediately, making it clear this case is about long-term damage.
We're electing not to. I know Dad in that case, who's under prior orders, signed and we filed a relinquishment on. We're electing not to prove that relinquishment up based upon best interest of the child. Since the child is going back to mother, we don't want to pull the option of the child support out from under mom on that in that case. So we would just non-suit out and let prior orders go back into effect as to Nayeli.
All right, and I would just request, obviously, that Mr. Harwood be kept in the loop and noted of the final disposition so that his client knows.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me just ask Ms. Lucero, I assume this is all right with your client.
Yes, Your Honor, it is. Thank you.
Okay, and I don't have either, of course, Mr. Garcia or Mr. Harwood here, or Mr. Ramos here. But Ms. Zavala, what's your position?
Mine would be the same.
All right, and CASA have anything?
No, Your Honor. I mean, we've seen the kids; they're happy to be home, and are healthy. As everyone has stated, we are hesitantly in agreement, but we are in agreement.
Okay, Ms. Robertson, time for you and me to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I think Ms. Lemus said it best, hesitatingly. You know, we seem to be circling around and around, kind of same issues, similar issues. But I'm going to talk to you about one specific issue today, and that is this school attendance thing. It is your job to get your children to school. I don't know what's going on there, but particularly with Angel at his age, you know, you should have full control over whether or not he is in his chair at school 5 days a week. So, you know, what's up with that? Why is Angel not getting to school?
There are certain issues with a reg and being sick.
Well, it's a lot of days. And my understanding is there was discussion that he might even have to repeat the first grade. But, you know, all I can say to you about that is, you're kind of now on everybody's radar. I mean, you've got your probation to deal with, so that's a big watchdog, and it's one of the reasons why I'm inclined to cut you loose from us, because you do have somebody else out there watching you. But when it comes to the day-to-day parenting, that's not probation's deal. And if he starts missing a bunch of school again this coming fall, somebody at the school is going to be making a phone call. And do you know who that phone call is going to be to?
CPS again.
Yeah, it's going to be to us. And we're going to be right back here, right back involved. If I get an affidavit that says in the first 90 days of school, the child has missed 55, I can tell you, absent a serious medical condition of the child, that's a removal I'm going to sign all day long. Because, at age 7, you are making a decision for that child that's going to affect him the rest of his life. And the further behind he gets in school at this age, the harder it is for him to ever get caught up and stay on grade level. And do you know what the statistics are about kids when they fall a grade or two behind their grade level? Do you know what the odds are of them graduating?
None.
It's very low. Each year they get behind, it's just exponentially a lower and lower percentage. Because, let's face it, what 20-year-old wants to be sitting there with a bunch of 17 and 18-year-olds? They don't. And the fact of the matter is they won't. So, he is in your hands now. And you have got to get him to school. I wish you could get Niall to school too. Don't take it that I'm excluding her from this conversation. I'm not. It's just, I understand it's a different battle getting a 16-year-old to school than it is a 7-year-old. And it shouldn't even be a battle with the 7-year-old. Most 7-year-olds still like school and look forward to going to school because they see their friends and they still have fun and they still are enjoying learning. I mean, and that's what you want to instill in him right now. The joy of school and the joy of learning and the joy of becoming something. And you're taking that away from him when you don't get him there. And he's had way more absences than, what I know about illness or anything like that. It's just clear to me that there are times where you're just not getting him there. So I'm going to cut you loose from all of this, but I'm just giving you a heads up, fair warning. If this continues, we're going to be right back here. And at a point, my job is to look out for the future of that child. And I'm going to do that. So I'm going to trust that you're going to make a real concerted effort come August, and that he is going to be at school unless he is really sick. Is that a deal?
Yes.
All right, then. I will do as everybody has agreed and requested, and I think we're going to dismiss on his case for a non-suit on Niall's. And you will be done with us as soon as I sign that. So I wish you best of luck. I hate for my parting words to you to be that tone, but we don't want to see you back here. We don't want you to be in that revolving door. So you got to do what you got to do to get the kids to school.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you all very much. And I'll sign the orders when I get them.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right, cancel. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
And be sure, really, this only applies to Ms. Lucero, but be sure you submit it as a final.
Okay,
This will be the final order.
all right, thank you.
All right, thank y'all.
Thank
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor,
Okay,
you have a great day.
thank you. I'll be back then at 1:30. Yeah, 1:30. Okay,
Yes. And Judge, this is my last one with you today, my big excuse from the court.
you may, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Judge,
You
do
as well,
need to
Judge.
Log out.
The case ends, but the message is clear. This is your last clean slate. If this breakdown helped you understand the case, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.